Well, hey, Abundant Life. I'm excited to meet with you this week through this online platform. And the reason for this video is just to give a little bit more background information before Sunday's sermon. So in Sunday's sermon, we're going to be talking about Christian freedom and what that looks like. And the title of the sermon is going to be Freedom Isn't Free. And so freedom isn't free. What could that possibly mean? Well, freedom wasn't really an idea that came onto the scene until the Enlightenment period. And in the Enlightenment period, there was this guy named John Locke. He was a political, philosophical guy, and he penned this essay that claimed that all human beings have these natural, unalienable rights. And those rights were life, liberty, and property. That might sound familiar, but life, liberty, and property. And so we all, according to our natural rights, have been given these natural rights by God the Creator in heaven. And it was the government's responsibility, or whoever was in authority at the time, it was their responsibility to ensure that we were able to exercise our natural rights. So over 100 years after John Locke, Thomas Jefferson sits down to pen the Declaration of Independence. And when he does so, he pens that famous line that we are able to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But there's a caveat that's going to be really important for what we're talking about Sunday, and it's the fact that Thomas Jefferson and about 5 other of the founding fathers were deists, meaning that they believed in God and a creator, but they also believed in human reason and rationality. And so through human reason, people could set up governments which were necessary to protect a majority of the freedoms of people. And so that's how we kind of set up this great republic that we live in today. But it was through this idea of a social contract that people, through a social contract, would agree to give up some of their freedoms and some of their rights in order for the government to protect a majority of them. You know, if people were just allowed to run free and do whatever they want, it would be the strongest that would prevail. And even if the strongest didn't prevail, things would just be a mess. Things would be chaotic. And so clearly there needs to be government. There needs to be order in society. But government's job through the social contract of the people is to ensure that some of our freedoms, or a majority, are protected. And so this Sunday, what we're going to do is compare the social contract of America and the Western world in general to the social contract that we make with Christ and the church. The social contract that we say, look, these are the things, because I am found in Christ now, I am free to do, and I have been granted freedom to do. But here's some freedoms through my carnal nature, or my fleshly sinful nature that is derived from Adam, that I'm not allowed to participate in it anymore, or that have no hold over me anymore. And so we're going to kind of compare and contrast those two things this Sunday, and I hope to see you all there.